Unfortunately, we've run into sort of an issue. When I put this template on here, I'm finding that it's too narrow. It just barely hangs over, particularly if I center it on the center line. I mean, it just is not going to work. So we're going to have to do a redesign. So if I've got to redesign this, then I'm actually going to redesign this. I really don't like copying existing designs. The only reason, you'll have to excuse my big old head if it's in the way. I have a limited space in which to work and all of that jazz. But anyway, the only reason that I was trying to keep this shape in the first place was because I'm hoping that this will be a student guitar. I'm hoping to donate this to my local school music program. It may or may not happen. I don't know if they teach guitar even. I don't know if they teach guitar. I don't know if they do, that if it's electric or any such thing. I just don't know. So, but the reason that I was keeping that standard kind of junior type shape was because I wanted to make sure that the student had a guitar that was not so far off from everyone else's that the child might be picked on or told that his instrument was inferior, his or her, because it wasn't like everyone else's. Well, I see how you're going to be. So we're going to have to. But anyway, that was the reason. And the only reason. Because I really do not like copying other shapes. I do have a couple of T-styles. I have a 72 Deluxe style instrument that is just flipping lovely. And I've lost my drafting tools, which sucks. I don't know what happened to them. So we're just going to have to kind of do that number there. And I like 2 1/4 as a width. So we're going to do 1 1/8 on this side. And 1 1/8 on that side. And that will give me 1/8. So that'll give me right at 2 1/4. Not really worrying about any of that. I will do the neck pocket and everything on the instrument, and not according to any kind of plan. But I want to measure from there to there to kind of get me in the ballpark of my bridge location. So so that I'll, if I do any kind of designing that involves being anywhere near that, I'll at least know how far I can go. In that regard. But if we're going to do this, then we're going to do this. And the thing of it is I'm going to come in. Let me get my wide ruler, my 35 inch. I'm going to come straight across. That's 13 inches, which is what I designed this body for. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in 3/16 on this side and 3/16 on that side, and that just is giving me a mark where I can start to play. Let's try that. Yeah, no. I'm hoping that you can see most of this. I don't know if you can or not. Hopefully you can. So, let's try that. And just maybe like that. And then no. Actually, this is the one I want. Or no, me no likey that. Either one of those, I don't think I like. I kind of like that, but then I don't. I think this is perfectly fine. I think and hopefully I'm not in the way of the view of the camera, but I think these are crap erasers. that I got from the Dollar Tree. There's a lot of cool stuff for $1 at the Dollar Tree. These erasers, they ain't one of them. I don't recommend them at all. So that, I'm good with that. This we gotta look at, but I'm thinking yeah, bit too much. I want to keep kind of this flat going here for the neck angle, or the neck shape, or the neck taper. That's the word that I'm looking for. It's not going to be super far off, but it'll be enough that nobody's going to confuse this with anything Big G ever did. Which, that'll work for me. So. I wonder. And this is just a bottle of alcohol that I use, rubbing alcohol, that I use when I sharpen knives, because I use water as a lubricant, and I want the I want to prevent rust. Because of that, I wonder. I've seen people do this over and over. No. See, I'm thinking of what I'm going to do, what I plan on doing is here in the back where the neck joins, I'm going to have like a cutout or a contour on the back where the heel meets the body so that your hand is comfortable, it doesn't feel that transition. But I still think we need to, I'm going to round that just a bit because let's try this. See, I think that's going to look better than that really sharp kind of transition there. This could come almost to a point. It's not completely different from, and yet it is. Let's try this instead. We're going to come boom, boom, boom. Let's try something like that. If I had made the body thicker, I might do a carve of some kind, kind of like a flat faceted carve like an SG would have. Now that might be cool. I've got some like 1-inch thick pine that came from the same source as this, so it's 80 years old as well. An original part of the structure. And I might cap that body. The body's 1 3/4, and if I put a 1/2-inch top on it, I could carve it. I could carve it like this. It would just be fairly thin, which is not that big of a deal. I don't know. That might be something that I will kind of germinate in my brain. But this is what I'm looking at right now. I think that right there looks pretty flipping good. And it's just close enough to the junior to be familiar and just far enough away from it, in my opinion, to look really nice. So, maybe kind of try to match the alteration that I did here some. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. And it remains to be seen whether we will do any kind of, I'm probably going to do a contour sort of like that. Hold on. I want to keep it away from here. So we're going to go, probably going to do some kind of contour like that. At least for the, maybe, let's go with maybe fairly deep like that. Probably going to do that. I do not know if I'll have a belly cut in it or not on the back. But yeah, that, I like that. I think that'll work. But yeah, I could come either from here or more than likely I could come and do some kind of carve like that on the body. And add, it would have to be, I would have to kind of refine it a bit, so. Refine it a bit like that and make this a heavier here so that you almost have a forearm contour happening there. Or actually, I could come more sort of like that and accentuate that. I don't know, I may not do, I probably won't do any kind of carve. I'm just kind of spitballing. But I think this shape absolutely is what I want. And I think if I do this contour, it will kind of accent this horn even better. Even if without that, that would look good. So yeah, this particular outline and shape is what I want. So thanks for watching. The rest of this will be decided at some other point. I don't want to take too much time with this. I'm already going to be into 25 minutes or so of design of this. I don't know how many people are care to watch me do something like this. So I want to thank you for watching and bless you. This bill rolls on. Later.